Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Atlanta Dental Spa Podcast. Today we are sitting here with our esteemed leader, the CEO, Dr. Drew King, who runs our Buckhead location. And he and I are going to have a conversation about a number of things, right? We're going to start off with some things that are not so clinical, but things that everybody is or should be interested in. So the first thing we're going to discuss today, well, first off, Drew, welcome to
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I appreciate it. Excited to be here.
Yes, the setup is nice and beautiful. It's a
Beautiful
really cool
sign.
studio.
Yeah,
Thank you to our main man, Sam.
There you go, Sam.
So as we are filming this in October, let's call it mid-October, and right around this time, people should be or start thinking about their benefits,
Absolutely.
right? Benefits
Absolutely.
are something, no matter where you are in the world, if you have the benefit, you want to utilize them, right? You don't want them going to waste. We see it time and time again where it's a December thing. People then realize it, and it's a mad rush to end of year benefits.
Yep.
And sometimes it can be accommodated, and a lot of times it cannot. So, right, then people have that feeling about their dental insurance going to waste. So what's been your experience with this kind of the end of the year?
End of the year push, we this year we've really made a strong effort to get that message out to our patients and say, hey, it's August, end of the year comes really soon. I think the hardest thing is getting in. You'll get a call last week in December and it's, hey, I've got $2,000 left on my benefit plan. I'd love to get your crown done. And sometimes that, like you said, sometimes that can happen. Sometimes it can't. We have a lot of offices, so we have a lot of flexibility with that. And one of the, I'm kind of jumping to it, but one of the craziest things to me is always check on your insurance, because sometimes with the crown, they pay not the day you do it, but the day the crown goes in. And people always fail to realize that. So you'll do something December and you're not going to get it back till January, and that has defeated the purpose. But we also have our own lab, which for us, we can make a lot of things work, which is great for our office. But I think
that's a good point. Typical turnaround for a ceramic something, right? A ceramic restoration is going to be 3 weeks, let's just say on average. So, if you're getting in last minute and the insurance pays on the seat date. Yeah, that's a good caveat. I feel like they've engineered that on purpose.
I think they seem to know what they're doing.
Yeah,
not on our
Look
benefits.
at the skyscrapers.
But yeah, that's been tough. So I think for us, we've really made an effort this year of getting that message out to our patients.
So look, I haven't looked at insurance benefits in a while, right? Have they gone up with recent inflation? Are they still the same amount of annual?
They are right now. It's about $1,500 to $2,000 maximum.
Seems like it's been that way for 30 years.
I think it's been that way since 1980, and with inflation, that really is just a less of a benefit that you can have.
So, this isn't a topic about insurance, but a lot of people are like, "Hey, I want to do whatever my insurance covers," and I think a good way to kind of look at that is like it's a coupon, it's a credit,
for sure.
It's not comprehensive like medical insurance is going to be, right? If you have, let's say, a car accident or something, medical insurance is going to pick in and pretty much cover you across the gamut.
For sure, yeah.
Dental insurance is really not set up that way because, right, it's not a life or death situation.
Not at all. It's it's interesting for medical. Once you hit your maximum, a lot of things are covered
completely.
And with dental, you'll hit your, let's say, a $2,000 maximum, and you have nothing covered.
Nothing's covered.
Nothing at all. And if you think you're paying, for a family, I think on average it's $40 to $60 a month for dental insurance.
Again, this is not an insurance thing. We're talking about year-end benefits, but I guess it relates to insurance, and I think that's why, for example, people in my daily life will say, "Hey, I don't have insurance," and there's this kind of like, "I don't have dental insurance," and there's this like weird shame around it. And I'm like, "Great, that's great,
that's
good for you."
Actually, the best,
right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the benefits go unused. They people don't know what benefits they have.
For sure.
Right? They get let down with, well, this wasn't even covered. It was returned. They rejected this, and so that was kind of the spirit of you starting the ADS savings plan, right?
Yep, it was.
Can you tell a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So actually, I'll read a stat. I read this stat last night. Nearly 70 million Americans have no dental insurance. So it's about 1 in every 4. And then 22% of adults with dental insurance have not been to a dentist in over a year.
22% with it have not utilized it,
yep.
Right?
And so what that tells me is, one, people are just not familiar with their insurance.
Right.
Like you said, I have friends that say, "Oh, well, you don't take my insurance. We'll get to what that means later on. But to the spirit of Dr. Boulden's questions, we started a membership program, which has been very successful for us. And what it does, it's a monthly, same as an insurance, at your job would be. But things are covered, such as cleanings, exams, x-rays. We give discounts for treatment just being in our membership program. What it's allowed is people now can choose us, which they love to do, pay that monthly, and they're, I'd say, in our club. They're in our club. We're not worried about dental insurance. We're not worried about that, but that gives them a lot of freedom to come and do treatment rather than, hey, my fluoride's not covered. I don't want to do fluoride.
Right.
Where we're just giving you that fluoride because you're part of our membership program now. So it's been really great for us.
Good. Yeah. I think that's really it. I think that the emphasis we want to drive home is making sure people maximize their benefit, right? Before
sure.
the end of the year, like you said, we send out communication, but sometimes it's worth kind of double clicking on for everybody.
Yeah. We this year we've started, actually we're communicating maybe too much, which is great. So we are on the weekly sending out email reminders starting in October.
Yep. So if you're getting those, book now because things are booking up before the end of the year. And
Absolutely.
And good for you on being proactive. So anyway, let's wrap on this one and then we'll jump into another topic. Thanks for watching.